Shalom, family. Welcome to another edition of Maccabestv TV. I'm here in the nation's capital, October 10th, 2015, and I just ran into our brother, Divine Prospect. Shalom, brother. What's going on?
Shalom, King, shalom. I mean, everything's good, man. Got out here early this morning, like 8:30, 9 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? We went and we parked our stuff somewhere, and we came all the way down here to see what Nation of Islam was talking about, but more so for us to network and talk to the people. You know, we pulled a lot of people aside, asking different questions, you know what I'm saying? They asked questions about my zeets and everything like that, so it was a great icebreaker, and we just worked on them from there, man. So it was a great event because it allows the opportunity to network and build with the people.
So what's the energy like out here? You know, because you have a lot of our people out here, more than usual. What's the energy like out here? How would you describe it?
I would say the energy is like 50-50. You know, 50% more people are really hyped and active and say, wow, you know, we got 1 million black people out here again to listen to this message and to come with a plan. But then 50 other percent of people is like, you know, there's no real solution. They didn't hear nothing different that they heard 20 years ago, you know. And for those people, you know, I was kicking it with them to say, well, you know, well, there's other solutions. You know, look us up, look this up, and this is something that you can practically apply in your community. You know what I'm saying? So I would say for me, it didn't really adversely affect me because I got a chance to really build with people. You know, meeting people that I didn't know before, get to interface with them, wake people up. So I wouldn't say it was a negative event, but there was 50-50 from the people that I kind of like built with, worked with to see what their feedback was.
Right, Khan. Okay, well, we haven't seen you on Maccabestv TV in a while, but I know that you've been building your own platform. So you've been doing interviews on your own platform and everything. So tell the people what you've been up to. Tell the people where they can find you, because I know that you've been busy, but some people might not know how to find you. So
yeah, no problem. So you know, I'm gonna be in New York. Coming to New York, I'll be there tomorrow, and I'll be there for 2 weeks. So I'm gonna get on Maccabestv TV again. Hopefully, I get to sit down with my brother right here behind the camera, Danya Allah, and we can really build. Well, what I'm doing now, I'm dealing with academic realm now. You know what I'm saying? I was touching on the academic realm before. I put it aside to do a couple other things, and now I'm picking it back up. Last weekend, I was in Charlotte, and there was an Exodus conference. I was out there. They had several Egyptologists out there. They had a couple of biblical archaeologists out there, and I got a chance to meet David Rawl. If y'all don't know who David Rawl is, I suggest you type him in and look him up. The brother is really brilliant, even though I don't agree with all his points that he presented, but he gave a lot of concrete data from primary archaeological and excavational evidence of the existence of the Israelites that was in Avaris or Goshen. So speaking with him, I shot some videos. I put it up on Facebook. My brother Danya Allah, he saw a couple of them. You saw a couple of them, right?
Khan.
And he liked a couple of them. And after speaking with him and a couple of the people there, they invited me to an event out here in DC again on the 20th. And I'm gonna be sitting in at another conference with Egyptologists and biblical archaeologists. The purpose of me sitting with them is to present to them the ethnogenesis of the existence of the ancient Israelites. How did the Israelites come to being? You know, they're flowing into Egypt, expanding into Egypt, being enslaved in Egypt. Plagues happen, sudden deaths, exodus out of Egypt. The region, the actual route of the Exodus, going back into Midian and migrating back into the east of the Jordan, and then on the west of the Jordan, going from Jericho and all other cities. So what I did was I conglomerated a whole bunch of data, because now I understand that for the conscious community, it's very difficult for us to give them a spiritual presentation in regards to our particular disposition. So I said, you know what, let me make this data concrete and present it to them from PhD scholars, academic articles, everything peer reviewed, and showcase all the data that they obviously don't see because it's called a minority report, but this will validate our existence as an ancient people, going against what secular archaeology and anthropologists has said. So what I'm going to do is that when I speak to my brother Danya Allah, I'm going to present and show him some of the information so you can see how powerful and how heavy it is, and then I'm going to present it for the conscious community so they can fall back and they can know that we got people that's presenting real data, that's all sources check out, nothing but PhDs now. We hear people like Shaka say, oh, you're a PhD. All right, cool. We're going to give you that work. That's what you want. We're going to give it to you. So what I'm doing with the academic realm is I'm showing the Black Hebrew Israelite perspective in regards to the data that they have been presented, because they're not listening to our story. So I'm trying to get it in a format that I can get into the universities. And now I got a publishing there for free to do an academic textbook to get into 24 universities around the world. And it's going to be displaying Black Hebrew Israelite ideology in the universities.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to thank the Most High for that. I got to thank for the people at home for supporting me this whole entire time, because we're making it, man. And once this data gets into the universities, when you send your child to school, they can always reference this book and use that for their papers, their thesis, whatever they want to present. You know what I'm saying? And that's the next level that we're trying to get up in Israel so we can be better respected worldwide.
Right. And the final question I want to ask you before I let you go, because I know you're a busy man. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's always got to be a little controversy. You already know what it is, right? I see a lot of comments on the comment board. Brothers and sisters are congratulating you, telling you did a great job when you spoke to SETI recently in that little quick video that went up. And you confounded him. Let's keep it real, because he couldn't even pronounce what an anachronism is, much less know what it was. And that's a fact, right?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I didn't know what it was
He
either.
didn't know what it was either.
And they figured it out later on as I
Right.
was talking. Yeah.
But the point is that a lot of people feel like as though, why Divine's still dealing with them? Why does Divine still talk to those guys? Not that you have to explain yourself to people. I understand the reason why that you use the platform, but you may want to just speak to the people that may.
People.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
reason why I do this because the Most High had me there because ever since I got on Son of the TV, I had over 100 people who were not Israelites interested in the Most High. So we talking about at least 20 brothers that used to be Kemetic. We talking about 15 brothers that used to be Moors, agnostic brothers coming saying, "Yo, we like your work. We didn't know," because the perception they're getting is that the Bible's a fairy tale and nothing in is real and it's fake. So now when I start presenting this concrete data to say, "Yo, this stuff ain't fake. This stuff is real. Check it out." Now they're coming to me and saying, "Wow, if it wasn't for me seeing you on Son of the TV, I want to know this about the Israelites. I want to know that about the Israelites. I want to know nothing about unifying and what goes on behind closed doors. Like y'all not ready to shoot each other when you see y'all on the street and stuff like that." So it's giving me an opportunity to speak to the masses out there. Now, do they respect Hebrew Israelite work? Probably not. But the key thing is that regardless if they do or not, that platform has people that's watching it that need our information because they're not the only community that should be presenting data to the masses. They also need to hear our voice. So the reason why I build with those brothers because I want to show unity, and on top of unity, I want to be able to stand firm in my square and present the data to show, yo, we for real. And this is why when I was building with them, I didn't even bring a lot of data out, but we sat there for 4 to 6 hours and had a long day. Now look, you only see like 25 minutes, 4 to 6 hours. I put a video up at the end. I was like, "Yo, Devon, I agree with you, man. I agree with you." The next day, he was like, "Yo, you won." I said, "Yeah, you see?" He said, "I won." So I was by myself. There was about 40 of them brothers there. And after I built with them, before we left, they said, "Yo, you know what, Devon? We agree with you. I didn't know nothing about that work or this data. We agree with you." So see, this is the thing that we have to do. The thing is that sometimes it takes a lot of patience. A lot of brothers are like, "Yo, Devon, I would have had that picture. I would have sat there and said A, B, and C." I said, "You know what? That's cool, but that's why I was there." So my thing was that, now that I got a good rapport with them, continue to hit them with more and more data so that way they can at least acknowledge our particular disposition and respect it. Because at this point, it seems like they don't respect it. No, we want to get them respected academically because once they see our material in universities, they can't argue.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, the water for the interview, King. I know you're busy. I know you're about to run. So I'm going to see you soon on Maccabestv TV again.
Yes.
And if anybody wants to catch up with you, I know you have a brand new YouTube channel that you have not plugged, so please plug it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So y'all can catch me on Facebook, Divine Prospect. Y'all can also catch me on my YouTube channel, which is Kingdom Harbinger Ministries. Harbinger, Harbinger, Kingdom Harbinger Ministries. I'm also creating a brand new branch for the conscious community that's in Atlanta called Black News 404 Studios. It's unbiased. It's very objective, and what I do is I provide a platform for brothers that got data, information, and knowledge to really present it without being hindered, without being antagonized, without being, have all of this other negative. It's just giving the people pure information, let them make a decision for themselves. So that's Black News 404 Studios and Black News 404. I took some footage out here for Black News 404, and we're gonna do this independent media the way it's supposed to be done, without the biasness, without the antagonism, and pure information straight for the people.
All right, man. We love it, King, and we hope to see you back soon on Maccabestv TV. So
shout out to Danya Allah behind the scenes. Maccabestv TV is blowing up. I see y'all got almost like 1,500 subscribers. I'm like, what the hell are they doing, yo?
Yo, just doing hard work.
Awesome work, man. Y'all need to go and subscribe to that channel. Great data, great information, and it's an honor for me to be on there. So I just want to thank Danya Allah behind the scenes. He put a lot of hard work into doing it. And also, I got to do the library challenge. I didn't forget about that.
Yeah, I'm waiting, King.
I didn't forget about that. I had to go back to New York and get some of my books and do a quick video, give it to them so they can put it up. But look, we're doing something brand new in the conscious community to respect the Hebrew Israelite community. You understand? We want more respect because and I want to say this. I didn't mean to hold you up, Danielle. I want to say this. It really bothers me when I speak to people and they're so ignorant in regards to our culture, all because of misinformation. That video that was going around with Ray Hagan talking about the Bible's all metaphors and all this other stuff. It's just like, and people eating it up, making memes and all this. I said, listen, man. We got to put this to bed and present this academic information. This is why I got to thank Danya Allah because he did a couple presentations, all strictly academic, all strictly academic, and I'm just trying to, get one leg up off of them, on them and provide the data because they've been doing this way before I came in the game. And like I told Danya Allah one time, he didn't even realize who I was a couple years ago, and I was sitting there taking it in when they was on 149th and 3rd Avenue. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, this is the level that we got to step it up for our community to gain the respect, and for those who are on the fence to really respect what we do. Because if they don't, then who else is going to do it? We don't want our children, the next generation, lose faith in the Hebrew Israelite community. So I sign up with that.
All right, King.
Thank you.
Shalom, man.
Shalom, man.